Hey guys, welcome back to the channel. Today we're talking all about Fiddyment Farm, way out in West Roseville, California. Let's talk about it. Hey guys, welcome back to the channel. As always, hit that like button, subscribe. Make sure you get that notification bell because I got new videos coming out for you every single week talking about Sacramento and Sacramento's metro. So today we're talking about Fiddyment Farm. Maybe you've been in Roseville, kind of decided on the area. Maybe you're just trying to discover what Roseville has to offer. So getting into Fiddyment Farm, I think one of the biggest highlights about the area is going to be their elementary school. Greatschools.org rates them at probably the highest in Roseville right now. Also, if you really enjoy your outdoor lifestyle, you're gonna love Fiddyment Farm. There are trails throughout. There is a park out there that is several acres wide. As you can see, there's just beautiful oak trees all out there. You can see the goats are running around out there, making sure the grass stays trimmed, and there's just walking trails all over the place and a few bike trails. This all leads right into a park, which has that road right there, Corn Road. I love the houses in this area. At a median home price for Fiddyment in Roseville is going to be pretty close to about $700. But the properties that are sitting on this Corn Road, if you're looking for a multi-generational house, if you got a lot of toys and you need garage space, this is the place for you. These houses have somewhere between 3 garages up to, I believe the biggest one out there is 6 garages. Huge backyards. Square footage wise, they're starting about 3,500s. You don't get a lot of these houses that hit the market, but they're pushing that $1 million mark at that point, and they all just surround this beautiful park, which is a volleyball court and a nice play set. Great place to do some kite flying because there's no trees in the middle of the park, just surrounding it. As you move just a little bit more north, like I said, we're gonna butt right up to basically like that Lincoln Rockland area. They are starting to do some more building out there. I've looked it up. I haven't seen exactly what that's going to be yet, but I believe it's going to be residential. Other than that, one of the things that they are building right now is a Chevron. So I will say Fiddyment Farm, to get gas, you got to go pretty far down Blue Oaks to find any gas, but this new Chevron, it's going to have just like a little quickie mark. Going to be a really nice facility right there in the neighborhood for you to hit. Also, the trails will kind of go to that same area, and we just of course got the Rayleighs one that butts right up to the neighborhood. Other than that, you also have Caseburg Creek, which is pretty cool. Go down there. I don't think there's any fish down there, but it's just cool to go skip some rocks down there. A lot of the trail is going to follow Caseburg Creek. So you get a lot of scenery, you get some wildlife out there. I think the biggest thing is you get some different birds. I believe cranes like to fly in there and hang out and nest. There is a ton of buildings. So if you want a new build, that is the place to look, especially in Roseville. They've got a ton of it, and right now the new build guys are giving different types of incentives. I've seen anywhere from a $10,000 incentive up to, I believe the highest I've seen so far was about $35,000. There's some stipulations that come with that, but if you've got some questions, just give us a call. We can kind of explain those for you. But it's one of those places that, like I say, if you want a new build, it's the place to go. The backyards, though, on the brand new builds that they're doing right now, not huge. If you get a 1-story, if you do get a 2-story, you're going to have some room to move, but it's okay. You got parks all over the place. And again, this is kind of like a West Park. Every single park that they offer has something different, or has a different theme. So again, one park's just going to be a huge field that you can play soccer, do some different activities, or then the next park over, you're going to have, you know, a huge play set with all kinds of different obstacles out there. And little side note, I catch the kids out there all the time. If you're still into Pokemon, the kids go crazy out there. I guess there's some very rare Pokemons out there, just local FYI. Other thing about Fiddyment Farm is it is conveniently located. So you're not too far from your actual freeways. You've got some good food right there with the Rayleigh's 1 facility being built. You've got a lot of different food coming into that shopping center. Also, if you like a little gambling, you just go right up the hill and you've got Thunder Valley just right there, which I don't care if you like gambling or not. They just built their new facility, their amphitheater, all indoors, and this thing is just gorgeous. I'll actually, if I get out there, I'll throw some reels real quick of it, just so you guys can kind of see how beautiful this thing is. And with that, they're going to have a lot more concerts out there. A lot more, from what I hear, art shows out there as well. So the other cool thing, going back to housing, is you've got a couple different looks out there. There's a little section there with some apartments, but for the most part, you're gonna have some single stories out there. We've got some townhomes out there, and then just depending on where you're at, there's also actually even a residential rental area out there. So they're giving you a couple different looks, whether you're looking for an investment or you're looking to move out there and stay out there, you're good to go. I will say, I don't know the full story on this, but Fiddyment Farm, this was a farm area, and they farmed, or they had turkeys. So unfortunately, I don't know what happened. I don't know if they just opened the floodgates and let these guys out, but there are turkeys. They've been out by themselves for quite a while. So it's kind of a cool thing, whether you're in that green belt area that I showed you with all that land. There's turkeys running around everywhere. They do come into the neighborhood. So if you're out front playing, you might just see a group of turkeys kind of walking by. It's kind of a cool thing to see. There's, of course, you know, times that they're having their little chicks out there. So you do have to be careful for traffic, because it will stop at a dime if the turkeys start to walk across the street, and they will wait. I think I've been out there for a good 10 minutes as we were trying to shoo the turkeys down the road, just so everybody can continue driving. So just remember that for yourselves. Because of the location, you're not too far from the Westfield Galleria Mall there, so you can make a quick stop over there if you'd like to. You're just going to take that Blue Oaks, hit the 65, and shoot on out to your Galleria Mall, or anything else that Roseville has to offer. Now, I will say, because it really is at the end of Roseville, it's that borderline. There's some different developments and plans that are going on out there. Right now, there is actually a business park. Well, I guess it goes from a business park to an industrial park that they're planning on building out there. Right now, I know a lot of the neighbors are asking for the business park and not an industrial park, so that's in the works right now. And then from what I hear, as you go up a little bit farther out, you actually start hitting into that Sacramento County. Those are supposed to be some more homes. But they do have a huge green belt between the properties, or the houses, and these other communities. So you're gonna have some room before you butt up to another neighborhood there. So just keep that in mind as well. And then going back to schools, guys, so you've got the elementary. Like I said, that's probably the #1 hit right now. They're building some more schools out there to handle all the new students going out. This is going to be your Roseville Unified, or Roseville Joint Unified School District, so you're good there. And this is all going to, of course, filter into West Park High School, which, of course, you have seen those facilities out there, state of the art there. Great school, great teachers out there, and great community just supporting everybody out there. Last but not least, there are different special assessments out there / Mello-Roos because of the new building that's going on. Some of these things have like a one-time sales tax. Other of these have Mello-Roos built up out there. Pretty much all of them, they go away. There's like a 15, a 30. I think the longest one is a 60-year mark. And then there's vector control is about the only thing that, from what my understanding is not going to go anywhere. But hey, they keep our bugs down, especially with all those green belts areas and all the sitting water that can happen from going from wintertime into our springtime. They make sure that they keep all that down for you. Also, I'll say Fiddyment Farm is not too far from a couple different golf courses. You just pop over just down the street and there's actually a 9-hole and an 18-hole that you can play at. I'll shoot a little video and throw that up there for you guys. Other than that, you can see Fiddyment Farm, it's a real nice area, really community oriented. You've got a lot of different events that happen out there to keep the community together. And it's one of those places that's still up and coming because of all of the new builds that they're doing out there. So we really have to kind of wait and see exactly what everything it is that Fiddyment Farm is going to offer. And I'm pretty excited about it because we're just down the street from that area. Hopefully, guys, you got everything you wanted out of this one. We'll see you on the next one.